Some people treat this like trash, but this, it's gold for your garden. However, if you use it wrong or use too much of it, you can kill your plants. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put this down in your garden and how it can benefit your plants and what plants benefit from it. So what is wood ash? Wood ash is basically like phosphorus. It is basically low in nitrogen, but high in potassium and calcium. Calcium is great for the cell walls, and potassium is great for fruiting. It acts like a lime that you could put in your garden. You can go to the big box store and get some lime, sprinkle out in your garden to manage your pH. Wood ash will do the same thing. As a matter of fact, it will raise your pH. So you do got to be careful when you apply it to your garden and what vegetables you're going to put it around your garden. So you kind of want to think of it as a free source of lime for your plants. Wood ash also has a little bit of salt in it that will repel some slugs and snails as well. So it kind of has a little bit of a pest deterrent. So wood ash is fantastic to be able to use in your garden in limited quantities. Now I say this because if you use too much wood ash, you will have some issues with your pH going up through the roof. You do not want your pH going through the roof. You want your pH around 7 to about 6. Anywhere in that range is a good range for most vegetables. Now, I would avoid putting wood ash around certain vegetables that are very acid loving. Blueberries is a fantastic example. If you put it in your shrubbery with your rhododendrons, that's another one. Strawberries are one that doesn't tend to like the wood ash. They tend to like acidic soil. Parsley is another one as well. And potatoes. Potatoes do not like the wood ash as well. They tend to get potato scab from it if you put too much around your potato plants. So just kind of steer away from those beds. Your strawberries are perennials. Your blueberries are perennials. So you know not to put any wood ash in those beds. You can probably try to stay away from it on your potato beds if you know which potato beds are going to be planted with wood ash in the year. If you got things planned out, you can put it in there. So are you guys using wood ash in your beds? If you are, what are you putting it around? I mean, there are several plants that do love wood ash. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. I can tell you, for one, tomatoes and peppers, they love the wood ash because that's got that potassium, it's got that calcium in there. It's great for nutrient uptake. Those things are nutrient hogs, so they do love the potassium. Onions and garlic are also very heavy feeders. They love wood ash. A little sprinkle of wood ash around those will definitely benefit those two plants as well. If you have asparagus and some stone trees like a peach tree, sprinkle some wood ash around them. You'll see significant results with those perennials coming up as they come up as well. So how do you apply wood ash? Well, there's a couple things that you don't want to do, and there's some things that you can simply do. What I simply do is I just take it out of the bucket and I just sprinkle it around my garden. One thing you do not want to do is just take your bucket and dump heavy doses all over the place. Your pH is going to be way out of whack if you do that. You want to make sure that you are watching what you do with your pH, because you do not want to get your pH out of whack. If you get your pH way too high, you're not going to have any. You're going to prevent the plants from uptaking the nutrients, and that's going to cause you some real problems in the future. So what I always highly suggest to do is use it in moderation. Just sprinkle it out a little bit at a time. I do a soil test about every other year, so I do know what my soil is made of, how my pH is. I got a good idea on how much I can use and what I should be using it for. So I usually take 1 or 2 buckets out of the fireplace and I just sprinkle it around the garden. A couple safety tips with this. 1, make sure it is cold wood ash. Don't take it directly out of the fireplace after you've been burning. Let it cool off for a day, 2 days, 3 days, then sprinkle it out in your garden. 2, make sure that you are not using any type of painted wood, any type of treated wood, any type of sealed wood or finished wood. You want just pure wood, like you cut down the tree, you want to just use that wood. You don't want to have anything that's been treated with chemicals, because those chemicals do get in the ash, and that ash will leach into your soil, and that plant will uptake that soil, and there's potential for you to get chemicals into your body that way. The other thing that you want to avoid is using any type of charcoal. There's chemicals in all kinds of those commercial charcoals. You don't want to have that in your body as well. So along with sprinkling that across the garden, I tend to take this wood ash and I usually sprinkle it out in the wintertime. We just got 12 inches of snow, so I went out before it snowed and sprinkled that down. All that snow will help that wood ash leach into the soil, be absorbed by the soil. That also gives plenty of time for the pH to get adjusted in the soil from the wood ash. So I'm not planting seedlings that come up one day and then a week later they're having problems, or 2 weeks later they're having problems. I don't have that surprise. So that's one thing that you do want to watch out for, is make sure you're not using it right when you're ready to plant, because it will make some adjustments to your soil. You're best off doing it a couple months ahead of time. Winter time is a fantastic time to be doing this. Just to go out there and sprinkle it out in a bucket. If you do have a lot of wood ash left over, you can make a wood ash tea, and you can dissolve some of that in water and make a wood ash tea. That'll get you a little bit quicker results. You can also put wood ash in your compost pile if you're scared to just put it on the soil. You can measure the pH of your compost pile to make sure things aren't too acidic or too alkaline in there too with it. So there's a couple ways you could use this wood ash to your benefit. Now, you also want to make sure wood ash is caustic, so make sure you're wearing gloves. You don't want hands that look like mine and just sprinkling out there. It will tend to damage your skin. You also don't want to, when you're sprinkling it out, do it so it goes downwind, so that way you're not breathing that stuff in. Let me know in the comments, are you guys currently using wood ash or any type of natural supplement to your soil like that? I bet if we look around the house, I bet we can find a whole bunch of natural supplements and what we could add into the garden that will really improve our soil. If we're good stewards of the soil, we will reap benefits with our crops. Trust me, I've been working on this for several years with my soil. My soil, I feel like, has finally hit the point where I'm doing really good with things. Big tomato challenge winner right here. First year, I was the big tomato challenge winner. I do produce big tomatoes. I don't want to brag, but hey, I've been working on that soil, so it's a little sense of pride with me. So again, let me know down in the comments about what your experience with wood ash. Give me that thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Cheers, everybody, and God bless.